Welcome, everybody, to week 3 of the KVKL season. This week we are sponsored by Invictus Fitness of Lawrence. I'm going to just send this one to the commissioner real quick, let her speak on it.
Yeah, we're now accepting clients. We're at 900 New Jersey, individual and small group personal training. Come see us.
So tonight on the panel, to my direct left, we have none other than Summer Stacy Alvers.
Ooh, it's summer.
You know what time it is. To her left, we have lovely Lauren Lagali.
Who put me in charge?
To her left, we have the tropical storm that's brewing, Ryan Pendry.
Yeah, I didn't know that could be happening indoors, but here we are.
I mean, I also could have went with his parents' favorite son, Ryan Pendry, but that one didn't make the list.
No lies detected.
To his left, as typical, as always, the yin to my yang, Jason Cougar Huang.
My Seminoles are back in the Women's College World Series tomorrow. Shock the world, beat OU. Go. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. OU's going to kill them. That's fine. It's okay.
Hopefully.
Fuck you, UNC fan. Fuck you.
I'm not one of those weirdos that's like, oh, I root for my conference.
I don't root for the conference.
You're right. You just root for half the teams in college so that you can cover all the bases.
Yeah, that's a running joke. Ha, 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 ha.
So let's get right into YSC 1 at 5 p.m. The D-Holes get an old-fashioned double-up on Red Lion, 12-6. I'm looking at the wrong one here. I think waters were mixed in. We didn't hear anything about this. The notes on the game: great bunt pop-up by Cedric, then a catch by Alex in the first. Double by Hammond, then triple by Cedric to lead off the top of the fifth. Great catch by Ari at first base in the bottom of the sixth. Nice catch by Lady Hammond in the bottom of the seventh. Nice double by B-Fry, bottom of the fourth. Great throw from shortstop by Cammie in the top of the eighth. Top to bottom, R.I.P. Olive. We're going to start there.
R.I.P. Olive, amen.
Yeah. Where do we go from there? Stacy, did you get to watch any of this game?
No, I did not.
Lauren?
Bryson, did you see any of this game?
I watched the game.
Cougar.
I did. So I saw there that D-Holes, they bunt early and often on Red Lion to get the runners on, which is a little unusual. They would bunt early. It kind of caught me off guard because I was scouting the game because, we'll get to that later.
I was scouting the game.
Yeah, okay, sure. So anyways, and they got
the lead, Coug.
Thanks, yeah. So they got runners on, and they're able to, drive him in. Red Line had a little bit of trouble. I know Ben wasn't there last Sunday, but Red Line had issues like getting runners on base, and also some old-fashioned cowboy running there by Red Line because Chris Neverby, for what reason, fell for the fake throw, the first cheese from the third baseman. That is by Mike Hathaway. He got pegged at third base.
Ouch.
Chris Neverby. I'm like, why you fall for that fake throw cheese? God damn it. So I got mad at Willis last year for doing that. You remember that, Ryan?
Did you yell at him?
Chris? No, at Willis last year? Fuck yeah, I yelled at him. Slam my clipboard.
Already.
Yeah, anyways.
We hit our FCC mark.
The Hammonds are actually in the house, and we're talking about your game.
Yeah,
Yes.
Here's Alex. Come on down. Talk about your game.
Come on down and
tell us why Chris
D-Holes.
Tell us why Chris Neverby's idiot faking fall for that fake throw cheese from Mike at third base. That was dumb.
This has lived in Cougar's mind rent-free.
It has.
For 2 days.
I just don't even know what the fuck you just said.
Remember when Chris Neverby got pegged at third because that fake throw cheese by Mike going to first base?
Yeah, no, he left us right on the fucking field.
Yeah, I was like, what was Neverby thinking? But that's Chris.
No, I mean, Mike sold out and got him baited out. It happens.
I hate that trick.
What have we all covered? I just walked in.
We're talking about your game.
Talk about your game?
We just started talking about your game, so
Okay.
why don't you fill us in? Then
cool.
we'll be covered.
Awesome. Well, it was. It was a great game. It was a lot of fun. The first 4 innings were really tightly contested. Lots of good defensive plays, and then 5th inning we were able to break it open with 5 runs, which kind of put them on their heels. They got another couple runs over the next couple innings, but we still kept putting it on, put 4 more on them, and just put it away. Honestly, it was a really good group effort from everybody. Everybody had some level of success, some glory in the game. You guys are talking about Hathaway there, taking away a run off the board that would have been scored. Megan did it later on. She caught a ball over in foul territory to it actually broke up a bases loaded. They scored 1 run, but she did it in the manner that kept everybody else on base, and they took 1 out of possibility of 4 or more runs. We put Ariel back in the infield later on in the game to start taking away their line drives. Made a strategic adjustment, and that helped us a lot more. And that's
Awesome.
That's what we were. Yeah, kicking was awesome, on point. Everybody did great. Red Lion played great too. They had a lot of great bunts, a lot of great kicks. We were just able to keep them off the board.
That's almost something you don't equate together normally. Red Lion and bunts.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no.
I mean, not lately.
Not late, no. And Nick Lerner,
that's
bunts,
kind of exciting to hear.
Yeah, they definitely had some. I mean, Cedric was just, he wanted them, but.
So when I was reading right, I'm trying to imagine the play on the bunt. Did he pop it up to try and catch it, and you got it in the first inning?
That was actually Hath that caught it, not me. It was scorekeeper wrote down me. Okay. But it popped off him, and Hath got it and threw it to 1, and AJ had no idea what to do. He's just like, "Why do I have the ball now?" And so they were able to get back. So it wasn't a double up that it could have been, but yeah, that was a really good, again, a motivation killer for them a little bit, and that was early in the game.
Good deal.
I gotta say that real quick. I'm sorry, Alex. You know what? He was a joy to watch. Coming from the stands, said he should be mic'd up every week. He's an absolute joy to listen to and watch.
Cedric has brought a new energy to our team.
Yes,
a new positivity to our team. He has been a phenomenal teammate, and not just on the field, but he's been a phenomenal person off the field too.
Oh, absolutely.
He's spent many nights hanging out with us. Either at Lion or randomly at people's houses if we're having parties or whatever. He fit right in. I mean, to take it back to last year for a moment, his first game with us was when Megan's dad passed away, and so he got to see what the People's family was about, and he bought in hard and loves being around us and playing with us. So.
Perfect. All right, YSC 1 at 7 p.m. Kansas Tree Care eats, sleeps, and continues the streak over Post House 6-4. The unofficial backup game of the week.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked it out on the Facebook page, give it a watch. Marcus dropped that in full, and it is just a really top to bottom great game all around. Bryson, drop it down to the Mike's
podcast.
level.
Welcome back, Bryson.
Thank you.
Welcome.
What'd you say?
I said going down to you.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, we didn't play well. I don't think a single person on our team would say we played well. I don't think the score sheet would say we played well. And I could be wrong. I think we're like the first team in 3 years to hold KTC to 6 or less runs. Corksuckers did it.
I'm going to say
Corksuckers
had a really close game with them.
6-5, right?
Very elite.
Yeah.
No, it's 4-3, I think. But
Or
very
4-3,
very
yeah.
elite company up there with Corksuckers. My take, honest to God, is that if I don't drop the ball in the 5th or 6th inning, whatever inning that was, we probably would have won the game. And so I think all things considered, you look at it sure, you can count on me dropping the ball, I guess, if you want to try and beat us. But if we don't play well, we lose the best team in the league by 2 runs because I made a pretty bad error. It's a pretty livable situation. So all things considered, they're a fucking good team. There's no other way around it. And they take advantage of every single fucking mistake, and they did, and they won, and that was that. But I think we would have won if I didn't drop the ball. I don't even think that's pretty arguable.
So, I don't want to pile on. I'm sure that you thought about it enough, but I 100% wouldn't necessarily agree with you, but almost in line with thinking that, when it comes down to it, you go back to one play that scored 2 runs on the drop and then put a runner at third that scored on the very next kicker. That's 3 runs. You take those off the board. You can't assume anything, especially in this league with Kansas tree care. How many games now in a row, Cougar?
32.
So 32. We're at the magic number. That's, I think, Thurman Thomas?
35. That was now their Shirt Factory. The potential record tire is Global Cafe.
Yeah, so we'll get there eventually. But I'm not big into the what ifs. It's easy to be a singular person, take that on your shoulders and say, hey, it was my fault. Hey, this happened because of me. I can look from the outside and go, hey, 3 runs scored because of that. You lost by 2. It's their fault, but there's 9 innings in a game.
Sure.
I got to watch this game, and both teams, as expected, played fucking phenomenal defense. So it wasn't for a lack of kicking, a lack of placements. I mean, you watch that video that Marcus posted. Within the first inning, there were 5 plays that you will not see on any other field all year.
Yeah.
So
I'm just on that note too. I'm looking at the scores here. I bet there's like 5 other teams here that would say the exact same thing.
Yeah,
because it's 1-2 runs.
Yeah, 1-2 runs. It's a team effort. So I mean, one play you could look back and go, "Damn, that was me." But in the long run, the great thing to take away from this is you were one bad play away from not only eliminating a deficit, but being up by 1 on a team that hasn't lost in 3 years. So to know that we've still got week 10 ahead of us and the postseason, that just makes me really, I don't know, I wouldn't say excited, almost moist.
That's upsetting.
That's what I was going for.
Also upsetting a little bit the enforcement of the interference stuff at first base in that game.
I would say I did want to actually point out how much I appreciated not only the attention that Nick always gives, but all the referees gave, and that any time there was a call, other than I think the one time we all agree was missed with Betsy at first base, everybody talked, everybody communicated. Like, that's awesome to see that at least, even right or wrong or indifferent, everybody got together and came to the same agreement on at least that given play.
I suppose, but I would say that if you don't know the rule, please educate yourself before you ref.
Like, there
appreciate
are
anybody who
the ref
does
test
ref,
is
but
still available on the website. We have
videos.
multiple discussions on the Facebook page, and there are actual YouTube instructional videos. So if you have any questions at all, especially if you're new to the league, new to a team, or just want a refresher, check those videos out because they're very informative. And I know Liz and Jimmy and Kansas Tree Care did an awesome job on it. So give them a watch.
Yeah, one thing I just want to say real quick is, that Betsy, that's inarguably it was missed. But one thing I think is interesting is like watching, because Marcus is able to record games, like how many calls people get wrong, but like no one even argued in the moment because Kenny scored a run, and this is irrelevant, I don't care, but he actually never touched home plate, and they called him safe, but you can see if you slow it down, he stepped on Nick's foot. Nick tagged him. He never touched the plate. He wipes out. And so they assumed he was safe, which at the end of the day, like, I do not care. Well, they didn't. He was safe. They called Kenny safe. But it's like one of those things where it's like he never touched the plate. And so it's like, it's very interesting to watch things back. And no one argued it. No one even came close to arguing it in real time. But it's like video. So I would say to almost defend the ref in this situation. Like, it's really easy when we can watch it on a camera.
Oh, yeah, undoubtedly. When you get the benefit of replaying it.
Yeah, but nonetheless, though, great game, great refs. I thought they were fine.
Yeah, some of them were very close, to be clear.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got something on that. Okay, hey, Bryson, this is addressing what you were just talking about. If someone misses a bag, that is a appeal play. The ref does not call that. The ref does not say, hey, he missed the bag.
Correct.
Okay? So if you see somebody miss a bag, then you've got to do an appeal play.
Home plate.
Home plate.
Where's that? Yeah, that's either safe or out. There's no appeal.
I'm sorry?
He tagged him.
Oh, he tagged him.
They said that he wasn't
Well, no, it would still be an appeal play because they would have called him initially safe on him touching home. You could appeal that he missed home plate.
He missed home plate.
And you would ask him, and honestly,
the same way,
if your home plate referee is calling him safe, you can appeal it, but 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get it overturned. Almost 10 out of 10. Someone could have seen something different, but...
When I ref, I watch that very, very closely to make sure everybody touches a base, okay? If somebody misses a base, then what you do is you just like if you're appealing that they left early or something like that, you just walk the ball over to the plate and say exactly who did what. And then there you go, okay? So I'm just...
Irrelevant. Kenny didn't score. Just put up a score sheet. Bryson's wrong. Jessica's right again. Shocker.
Well...
Thank you, Jessica.
YSC 2 at 5 p.m. Johnny's flexes on the Badgers like Johnny Bravo, 12-8.
What was wrong with last week's panel? Literally, no one picked Johnny's. What?
Nope, no one picked Johnny. I did not pick Johnny's. Nope. No, you wouldn't have.
No, I mean
bullshit. You wouldn't have.
But also looking at the body of work, I wouldn't have picked Johnny's last week with having some issues in the lineup and knowing who was gone. I think it was more impressive that they won with the lineup that they had this week than any other picks of anything else. But that's just my personal opinion.
May I just say, I said 2 words after we lost to Johnny's on the microphone at our bar. Those words were, Johnny's good.
Yeah.
If you take nothing else away, Johnny's good. Do not sleep on them.
I refed this game, and in Kenny's defense, they were missing people, he said. So there's that.
Everybody's
so was
always
Johnny's.
missing
They were Johnny's was.
I feel like it's so that's straight from Kenny's mouth. I am so tired of that being an excuse for people to lose. You are only as good as the worst
player on your team. If you can't win a game with some people missing, you're not winning the game.
I have a take.
Preach.
It's 2023. How are we still missing KBKL games, man? Like we know,
Right?
dude. I miss one Sunday in summer. That's all I miss. One Sunday. I dare someone to hit me up to hang out on a Sunday. I dare someone to take.
You got to tell them no,
dude. I shit you not. I would literally postpone anything in my life. I don't know how people miss KBKL games, man.
I plan vacations around Sundays in the summer.
Yeah, you are all on blast. We're the better league. Stop going to the traveling league. Bye.
I was supposed to go on a float trip on 4th of July, but I have a game of the week, so I canceled it.
See?
Hey!
So I did get just some minimal notes here from Kenny about the game. He wanted to give mad props to Johnny's for coming back from down 5-0 in the first. They played spectacular game on both sides of the ball. Their team definitely to be feared. Smart, fast, and great legs top to bottom of the lineup. They were missing a few people and had the Badgers defense changed up. It definitely hurt us, but all in all, it was a well-earned victory for them. Amazing kicks by Zach for Johnny's, and shout out to Lucas and Center for making a full-on laid-out diving catch. So it doesn't sound like there was for any lack of excitement in the game as well.
Cal couldn't be here tonight, but she wants everyone to know that she was right. Easy Johnny's W. Just kidding, it wasn't easy. But.
That's right. Johnny's biggest fan. That is Cal.
Yeah, right. Boo.
YSC 2 at 7 p.m. Assad squad sends the ghosts back to the afterlife, 12-7. I know I had some notes I'll read here before Katie comes up here on the mic because I know she's somewhere.
Shout out to Mike for typing this entire paragraph out.
Literally paragraphs of notes by Carrie. I was very impressed.
Clutch kick from Kelly on sod with 2 outs to score Han in the first. T plays without shoes. Yes, that's
always.
nothing new.
Always.
That's forever period with a T. Kristen took one in the gut and still got an out at first as pitcher. Kelly is a beast. Beast is capitalized, emphasized, and everyone needs to know it. Finds gaps, makes catches, plays first. Shane made a hell of a play at catcher to hold someone at third and get the second out. Kelsey line drive to 2 to score Junior in the first. Damn JC looked fast in the third on offense. Great patience on defense to watch some bunt fouls. Katie is fun to watch coaching, and I have to agree. It's always it's fun watching Junior in the almost barely legals on their come up. I mean, I don't know. It's a come up per se. I mean, what was it? Last year was 8-2. This year was 7-3. Have expectations tempered at all through 3 weeks?
We left 4 runners on third, and all of those were pop-ups. So we're going to keep on the ground.
It's experience.
That's why we all came out and practiced today with our Tropics buddies. We were out I had 12 ghosts show up to practice. So I think
big ball practice.
I had 7 yesterday, and then
You
people
owe me a
just showed up.
scrimmage.
So yeah, we're fine. We're totally fine. Barely legals are going to be fine.
Yeah.
They just need to be a little bit more humble than they were this week. And
I can't wait to see what Mr. Cosgrove has to say on the situation for the game this week.
Touche. No comment.
No.
Oh, Bryson with the heat.
So you're saying you're looking for a run rule this week? Because I am. I'm looking for a run rule this week. Sorry, Empire. I love you, but you're going to get run ruled this week.
Aye. We'll get to that later, Katie.
Ouch.
We'll get that later, Katie.
Jeez. From 8-3 to punching down.
Yeah, so.
YSC 3 at 5 p.m. Jazz House refused to wipe down the bench and send the dumbbells back to the locker room, 13-1.
Ah, yes. Lauren, this is a fun game for you.
Yeah, there's a note on here about this play that was made on my kick. Basically, I just didn't keep it on the ground, and it was going to be an out. But I ran and didn't look, but I missed the shortstop, Sam, bobble it like 3 times, the last of which was like a hacky sack kick, like up with his foot directly into the third baseman's hands. So that was fun. My kickball son, Michael, had a home run, so that was awesome. And then Gage from the dumbbells prevented the shutout in the bottom of the 9th, so shout out to Gage.
Oh, yeah. Gage. I figured Gage would do that. Yeah.
All right. That was pretty much, you almost covered all the notes on that game. Also a home run in the top of the 9th by Michael, almost to the fence. So
Yeah, my son.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Your
what
son?
You talked about. You missed it.
I know. I'm sorry. YSC 3 at 7 p.m. Rick's rolls right over the Woos, 16-2.
First loss of the season for Woost.
Yeah, first loss of the season. Brett sniping all kicks towards pitcher, and Steven had a home run for the Rollers. Did I see? Yep.
Here's Mr.
At
Moore.
one time hottest
Mr.
free agent
Moore.
in KVKO history.
Oh,
Jeffrey
God, here we
Moore
go
on the
again.
mic.
Yeah, Steven, I have him batting 6, and he can surprise. He's small. He doesn't look like much, but hey, he's fast, and he can boot it too. And he just hits the gaps, and he's home. He's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Al. Also, Stacy, the Woos was missing people.
I'm sure they were.
Dan was gone. Jolly was gone.
Yeah.
Tarkowski was gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
they were decimated.
They actually were down like 4
So as always, a thank you to the Jazz House, our wonderful host this evening, 926 Mass Street. Come on down for the rest of the podcast, or stop in tonight later as well for karaoke. Big thank you to our Week 3 sponsor, Invictus Fitness of Lawrence. Kamish, can we hear from you one more time?
Yeah, as you probably know, Best of Lawrence voting's going on. So if you want to vote for us for Best Gym, we're on there. And then vote for Angela for Best Personal Trainer.
Dean Paler.
We are now accepting clients. There's 4 trainers out of the gym, 3 of them who play kickball. So yeah, hit us up on, whatever phone, email, any
All
way
of
you
it.
can find us.
Awesome. You can actually find them online at invictusfitnesslawrence.com. So check them out, get signed up, and get in there and see them all. YSC 4 at 5 p.m. Global Cafe fries up some calamari 9-5 over the Squids.
And there's someone from Love Garden who wants to talk about this. Anybody?
I have Cal's notes.
Yeah, there were no
Cal's
notes, so
notes,
we're
okay.
relying on Cal's notes here tonight.
We have a couple Love Gardeners
Yeah.
here too.
Cal says Global scored all of our runs in the first 3 innings, then Squids D locked in. They are scary on offense too. I remember thinking for every kicker that came up, I have no idea what they're going to do, and they're all capable of bunting or kicking the ball wherever they want. Squids loaded the bases in the 7th inning and didn't score. That was huge for Global and gave us the momentum to finish the game strong on defense. So much love for the Squids, their positivity, and sportsman is top tier. Sportsmanship, sorry.
Never.
Never.
So let's get some comments from the floor here.
Yeah, so we took a while to get going in the game. They scored early. We got our feet under us later on in the game, and everything pretty much followed those notes to a T.
Not much else. All right. Kirby. And here's Mr. Wolf.
I want to give Kirby a shout out. I was missing the game, so Kirby found out about a week before. He went to practice on Wednesday to learn how to play catcher and just crushed it versus one of the top teams.
No shock. No shock.
Yeah, he even got Isaac out, which is very difficult. Go Kirby.
Oh, so you were missing people too? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No. I am a nobody.
Thank you, Tyler.
All right, YSC 4 at 7 p.m. The 23rd Street Screamers make use of the numbing cream and outlast 3 X's 8-7.
Oh my God.
I didn't see this game. Emberly said she was going to be here. Clearly, that was a lie. I was at the same practice.
We were at the same practice. I was there.
I saw the walk-off happen.
Yeah, there was a walk-off involved.
I told Shipley that he had to win this game or it was going to mess up our rankings, give us one of those triangles of people that beat one but lost to the other. Anyway. So that makes my life easier.
Yeah, definitely a good game. They were down 7-6, because I know the notes are wrong. Looking at the score, they were down 7-6 going into the bottom of the 9th. So nice little walk-off there, 2 runs to win it. So congratulations to them. YSC 5 at 5 p.m., the unofficial secondary game of the week. The Scoonies revealed that they are Empire's father, 11-5. I'm fucking crushed by this. I don't know about anyone else.
You're hard.
I mean, I picked Empire. I believe it. I still believe in him in a rematch. I never believe that anyone who can't spell their own name correctly will ever win at anything.
Again. The Sean Wars. Here we go. Scene.
Let's see. We had some notes on this one. No, we didn't. Nope. That was it.
Yeah,
Anybody see it? I know.
I did not see it. No.
More notes.
Oh, yeah. Mickey told me the Scoonies, and luckily nobody got hurt on the Scoonies because unfortunately they've been injured. Week 1, they had lost 3 players in the game of the week.
Yeah, 3 players.
3 players. And then week 2, they didn't have any injuries, thankfully, because I ref that game against Johnny's. And Mickey told me, we won and no injuries. Like, hey, it's progress. So I'm glad to hear no injuries by Scoonies, honestly.
YSC 5 at 7 p.m. The Rockets send the Ringers back to the Jewelers for a new fitting.
Holy shit.
32
Who would
to
have thought that
1.
the Rockets would have the Hey Fuck Kickball of the week? The Rockets?
One of our
teams, the Rockets.
I think
no way.
That's not even the official score. I think they kept keeping score after the run roll. I'm guessing.
You mean that's the official score, but they kept playing.
No, I think it was like 20-something to 1. And then
No, it was
Not Brooks.
is that right?
It was 42.
It was actually 32, and they oh my gosh. Yeah, I heard from a Rockets player that they were like, trying to coach them after the game and like maybe drop balls, but they just kept kicking it right to them. But
Still couldn't get the record.
Oh, yeah, the record between you
That's
guys and
gross.
just CrossFit. 48-3. They were the broken arrow there, Sean.
But we did not bunt after the first inning.
I believe it.
It's gross, but
I just want to say I'm not the type of guy to like talk shit or be petty or anything, but
Never. Never.
But
Never.
after I believe it was week 1, I posted our score against Shady E, which wasn't pretty. It was 24-1. And not to say any names, but the captain of Rockets said, "Oh, you guys can't wait to post your scores if you hate fucking people." And they literally hate fucked the new team. So I just want to say it's kind of fucked up.
Apparently, they had a tacit agreement not to post in the scores thread, though,
to not show the actual
sportsmen.
score.
So,
Yeah, okay.
okay, maybe not the right word, but
All right, moving on. YSC 6 at 5 p.m. Button grind, knock Asteroid Head out of lunar rotation, 14-5.
Wow.
I got notes on this game. Do you have notes, chat? I got notes from Colin from Asteroid Head, but
Let's see. Infield. I never like seeing when that leads off the notes. Infield home run by Richie in the fifth. Close call at home. I'm glad they expounded on that. Triple by Shaska in the 8th. Ground rule triple by Colin in the 3rd.
And that's Choske.
Choske.
so it went over the fence then.
So yeah, ground rule triple. Yeah. Nice.
So
let's hear it,
these
Cougar.
are from Colin Ledbetter from Asteroid Head. I love playing BNG. It's the 4th year in a row. We were 2-2 in winning losses last year. They handed us 9-0 loss this year. Same margin, 14-5. Rain was great. I bounced one over the fence triple. Pat hit a home run off the hand of BNG outfield. Oh my gosh! Someone put a Canseco. Compared to 2021 infield grand slam. That infield for home run this year. Fun game. Oh my gosh, it's Canseco home run? Are you serious? Oh damn. Wow, okay. In case you know, it hits off Canseco's head and goes over the fence. This time someone's hand.
Oh, so that was the ground rule triple was off someone's head?
I hit a home run off the hand of a BNG outfield, yeah. What's that?
That's a rough go.
I said pronunciate.
Yeah. Button ground outfield.
Enunciate.
Pronounce your words.
So, but yeah, if I remember this. By the way, Clint hit against what I used to be on Channel 6 over there, at Wrigley, over at the fairgrounds. It was a Canseco home run. It hit off our outfielder's hand and went over the fence. Clint did the same thing for Asteroid Head. That's crazy that Pat did it.
Okay, just because he's listening and is very incensed now that I've actually opened my phone, David was very upset that I did not read the notes that he sent me. That's my fault. Relil was the MVP of the game. He had a 3-run inside the park home run in the first, a game-winning sac fly in the 9th for the walk-off. Whoever was missing from Triple X the first 3 X's, the first 2 weeks, they were there this week, and they were bringing it and played a hell of a game. Also, the actual score was 7-5, but considering it was a walk-off, he's completely wrong, and it can only be 6-5. Either way,
yeah,
you can't score multiple runs and win. Like the first run counts.
Come on, Dad.
Come on, you're the consort. You know the rules. Play the game right. Anyways, back to the actual lineup here. YSC 6 at 7 p.m. The Soda Jerks take liberties with the late fees, 13-8. Let's see if I have notes on this one. No notes on this one. Did anybody happen to catch this game?
I didn't.
No? Well, I'm going to blame Derek for not showing up.
Amen.
And I'm going to blame the late fees for losing. So, still got amazing jerseys.
I still want to see that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those were so cool.
Oh, they're awesome. Top tier.
Yeah.
YSC 7 at 5 p.m. Red Shirt Factory slides by the Redlegs 5-3.
So that's 3 wins in a row. Track over Redlegs. You recall Shirt Factory beat them twice last year.
Yeah.
And this year they beat them again 5-3. So
Trey had a home run in the 8th.
And which team is Trey on? Does anybody
Yeah, I don't know. Rick, didn't you?
Yeah, Redlegs.
Okay,
Didn't John tell you about this game? Do you remember what John said about their game against Redlegs? Shirt Factory Redlegs?
Factory Redlegs.
John.
Yeah, and they won. Peach is always really, really happy when he wins. And that's pretty much everything I remember about that. Yeah, he felt that Shirt Factory played a good game. I think he's optimistic about their team. I think that they seem to be playing better than they have for the last couple years.
Don't
right
tell
now.
Cougar that.
And don't tell Cougar that.
Yeah, he just finally cleared up that tickle in his throat.
Yeah, I think Redlegs didn't have Finley. He was busy riding his bike across hell or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked like a Tough Mudder on wheels.
But good win for Lawrence Shirt Factory.
YSC 7 at 7 p.m. Young Spine brings the pain by Brazilian waxing the Bald Beavers 18-9.
I'm leaving.
There's a lot of notes.
There was a streaker, apparently.
It was a baby with their pants down. Oh, man, that took a hard right. Pun intended. Aaron with a home run in the fourth. Joey triple. Lacey with a double. The aforementioned streaker in the sixth. Would have been crazy had it happened again in the ninth. Great catches by Jonathan in center field. Maddie with great bunts. Great fifth inning for the Beavers. Martin took his shoes off because the Beavers thought the game was over. If you're losing, I don't know how the game's over until you slap hands, but...
That's weird.
Poor form, Martin. Do better. Oh, yeah, I saw the picture. There was a Facebook picture.
Not happy. Man, I feel bad. That's what happens when you lose the Pendry boys, though. So.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
I can't believe what was that conversation like with their sponsor Weavers? Like, hey, will you sponsor our kickball team? They're called the Bald Beavers.
They're not they're not Weavers.
They're not anymore.
No, they're Wayne and Larry's.
Oh, but were they last year?
Yeah, they were last year. It was years ago that they were Weavers.
Oh, okay,
Yep, it was, yep.
Well, I'm impressed that you asked.
They probably didn't ask permission.
Yeah.
It's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Yeah,
that's true.
Just slap it on a shirt and it's done. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Find a new sponsor next year, I guess.
They can get worse.
Cougar, do you think it'd be fair to say that the Bald Beavers single-handedly put Weavers out of sponsorship and business?
No comments.
No comment. All right.
No.
Weavers is awesome. You should shop there. I want my department store.
Known as, a.k.a., what are they known as, Cougar?
They're the good Cougars.
The good Cougars.
The good Cougars. I know the KBC Tropics. We're the naughty Cougars.
The naughty Cougars, indeed.
And there's always room to be a little.
The North Korea.
There's
the
always
North
room to
Korea
be a
of
little
Cougars.
There's always a little. You can walk that thin line of blasphemy.
I like a little bit of chaos, Sean. You know that.
As always, thanks again to the Jazz House here at 926 Massachusetts. Get down here for some awesome drink specials. Check out the podcast, or just join us here later for 9:30 karaoke tonight. And a big thank you to the Week 3 sponsor, Invictus Fitness of Lawrence, 900 New Jersey Street. Check them out online at invictusfitnesslawrence.com. Kamish, anything to add?
We can help you stay healthy for kickball season.
Wait a minute.
That's
You're telling
massive.
me if I known you guys earlier there, Lauren,
They can't help you learn how to play. There's a line.
I said healthy, not play.
I mean,
healthy.
That's healthy.
I say play the healthy part.
I can give you like ball diamond knowledge while you do some squats.
True.
I didn't say you got to play. Just be healthy. I won't be retired now. All right, well, too late. No, it's too late. It's too late. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah, it's too late. It's gone. It's gone. More. It's gone. Nope.
Also, not to forget here, coming up Saturday, June 17th at 2 p.m.
Yes.
Hobbs Park, the annual Kickball is for All clinic. This year is sponsored by Sano Massage and Wellness, Find Fitness, Young Spine and Joint, Empire Bar and Billiards, Nourish Training, Learner Real Estate, and Up to 11 Productions. So a big thank you to the all-inclusive sponsors this year. Definitely take some time out of your day, cut out a part of your weekend, get down on Saturday of next week to Hobbs. It's one of the best days that you'll spend of the entire year. You get to hang out with some really awesome people. You get to learn a lot of cool things. And if you have friends that aren't a part of the league, bring them out as well. This isn't just necessarily for anyone that's already part of the league. It's all inclusive. Everyone's invited.
Yeah,
right there in the title.
Chill environment to learn a little more about kickball, practice your skills.
Our sponsor from our charity for this year, Eric, is going to come out as well.
So Erica from our charity, Baby J's Legacy of Hope, you can check them out online at babyjslegacy.org. We'll be there at the Kickball is for All clinic. So don't forget to stop by, and you can check out and speak with who our chosen charity is for this year and learn more about their cause if you so wish. And you get to hang out with some awesome people from around the league.
Yeah, if you're new to the league, it's really a great way to meet new people and learn more about the league and how you can be involved.
Do you want to tell the people about Busker Fest?
Yeah,
say
go
that.
ahead. Let's, Lauren, what do we have about the final total from Busker Fest this year?
I forget the exact amount, but it's just over $2,300.
Wow. Thank you very much to everybody who stopped by, tipped, worked the booth, everything in between from top to bottom, Friday through Monday. Another huge success, a ton of money that's going towards the charity this year. I'm super excited to hear that, especially taking into account, like we talked about, there's only one tent this year. So knowing that we almost matched our donations from last year in half as much exposure is completely awesome. So thank you to everybody for coming down, supporting the KVKO, and donating all those tips. Yes.
Yeah, huge shout out to Seth for facilitating this for the third year.
Third year now, yeah.
It costs us nothing, so everything that we make from that event goes to the charity, which is amazing. So if you are out there and you have ideas like that, please share them with us. We're happy to work together on things like that.
It's really nice to have an event where we don't have to put a ton of work into it. Free State does everything for us.
Yeah.
We just have to sign up to work. And not that I want to spread the word because I love my shifts and I don't want to lose them, but you get to drink beer while you're working.
Hey, you can ask Kevin if it starts to get warm and you pile up your beers, they pile up in your tum-tum.
If you mess up,
definitely.
you got to drink what you mess up.
So speaking in that vein, also, I'm sure Lauren is excited to announce this year's winner of the free beer party from Free State for the most volunteer hours at Busker Fest.
Yeah, you won, Sean. Posh Wash wins. They had the most volunteers show up. And they generously decided to donate it to me.
You can always stop by and have more than a few drinks.
Are we playing each other this year? No, we're not playing each other, but we're reffing you. What game are you getting?
What game are you reffing? I don't know. I think we're potentially looking at a week 7 or 8. Not sure yet.
Dang it, I think that's... I don't know.
So sick. I love it.
Okay.
Oh, are we running long for your liking, Mr. Pendry?
No,
we'll speed through this one. Don't worry. YSC 8 at 5 p.m. Sacred Sword Hang Posh Wash out to dry. 21-4. Enough already. Moving on.
It's like last week. Doesn't matter enough already.
Notes. I'm not going to be that rude. Great catch by Jess in the top of the 5th. Run rolled in the top of the 8th. Great kick by Reggie in the 2nd. Snatch by Colby in the outfield. Absolute fucking robbery. That kid not only is fast, just like the rest of the team, so at the end of the game, I'm unimpressed with his speed. But I will say Sacred Sword, very, very impressive looking, extremely young. Definitely took a page out of the Jazz House playbook. I don't think a single person after or before the 8th inning that played was over the age of 22. I think maybe 3 of them could buy tobacco or beer. So a great future outlook. The only thing I will say is that coming from an elder statesman's perspective, be careful with the bunt because there are bigger fish that look at 22-4 scores and wonder why it didn't stop. That's all I'll say about it. However, the bunting and kicking that they did provide was very impressive, so I can't be mad. You don't want to get run ruled for the first time ever in your career. Score more, play better defense. We took a lot from this game. Not to discredit Sword at all. They looked really good. But there was a lot of positive growth, I think, on Poshwash with the defensive play all around and kind of the late rally as well in the 8th inning. So some good building for next week. But I think anyone who's going to play Sacred Sword should be prepared for a really, really good game because this year is adequately matched all year long. YSC 8 at 7 p.m. The Corksuckers clip the delicious wings of Arbar 12-5. I know they're not here yet. They're all out celebrating a fantastic birthday. I did have some notes here. No, I didn't. So, if anyone knows about Arbar, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Nope. They played right after you.
For the first time in 9 years, I did not referee a game. And I filtered up and I watched the Post House game, I watched the Ghost game, and I watched some of the 3X's games. So high quality content all around. Didn't see any of it. Kevin, I know, did you hang around to ref at all this game? I know that Arbar had a lot of fun. That's all that matters. So
Yeah, these are two of my favorite teams of the league, so I'm bummed to see it, but
yeah, I will say unsurprised by the result.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good job.
I am and I'm not, because Corksuckers, when they show up,
Yeah, the only thing that was surprising was they only scored 12. I thought it would have been bigger. In 2022. Hobbs Park, 7 p.m. lead into game of the week. KBC Tropics straight up snatch the big chain and go a to leave on Free State 8-7.
Actually 6.
Mike
8-6,
spotted him a run.
8-6.
It was 8-6.
8-6.
I don't want to give Free State too much credit because they just stomped us out last week. So suck it, Seth. 6.
Ryan, you want to talk about? It was actually 8-6. It was actually 8-6. Yeah.
Do you want to lead off? You go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, I gotta say that down 3-1 and then 6-1 in passing. I told Matthews not looking good. He's like, no, not really. Give credit to Tropics to fight back. It really did. But a great kick by Piper. Piper saved our asses with a 3 RKI double. Was there, Ryan? Is that correct?
Yeah, it was
the 3 RKI double by Piper, and I was geeked up. I was yelling, Piper, Piper! After she kicked it, as she reached second base, I was geeked when she did it.
that was not the only time he was yelling.
Thank God she forgot her name.
Seth described it as
boy.
Cougar was absolutely out of control as a third base coach. Just kept screaming Piper at the top of his lungs after her big kick in the 5th. Seth also said Tropics played great and stayed mentally tough after they went down in the middle innings. Growlers had 4 hits from 5 batters in the first inning and didn't score. It set the tone for our offensive/base running struggles. A few boneheaded mistakes cost us runs as the game went on, both on offense and defense. All in all, a good game. We left the tying run in scoring position in the 9th. Would love to see the Tropics again in the playoffs since they've beaten us twice in a row.
Yeah. So there's 4 times there that the Free State got themselves pegged out at home plate and at third base. The first one was our third baseman, Matt Penny, assistant captain, pegged Rex in the head while I was sliding into home. Luckily, he's fine. It took him a while to get his,
faculties back.
in order, but he was fine. Those 4 times there, the Free State's just ran into those outs. Credit to the Tropics to peg them, preventing them to get into scoring position and to score those runs. Ryan?
All right. I have a few notes here. Okay.
Oh no.
First off, me and Matt talked after, I think it was the 3rd inning, and there was never a moment that I thought we were going to lose that game. I told my team that we are not playing like I know we can. Like you're gonna get two tropics. You're gonna get the tropics that are gonna strand 12 runners on base, or you're gonna get the tropics that are gonna put 6-7 runs up in one inning. There's no middle ground right there. You're gonna get one or the other. Yeah.
He knows.
I'm the sponsor.
He was too busy still screaming Piper to pay attention.
No, I'm not the coach. Get it right.
We kept the energy going, even when we were down
Official
6-1.
embarrassment.
Like it was like the fourth inning, and like nobody was getting down on themselves. Everybody was pumping each other up. Like the energy was so good. We kept cool. The one thing I'll say, and I know he's not here, but I'm gonna keep it cool, is that Cosgrove was right. I'm not gonna go into it. Cosgrove was right.
It's funny that you guys are talking about. You don't get to say. We're not going into it. What was he right about? Because there's always fact checking available. Cougar?
No, don't do it,
I
Ryan.
can't say it.
Don't,
I'm sorry, guys.
don't. No.
Then
no.
don't bring the
Yo, you don't
shit
get a
up.
John Morant Cosgrove and then not tell us what you're. Oh, we're not gonna talk about Matt Cosgrove. We're just gonna mention this awful call that is overturned.
I don't care, Ryan. Do what you
happened?
want. Do what you want, Ryan. I don't care.
No, there's no do what you want. There's a request on the floor. I think it's only fair if he was
Go
right.
ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
Do it for the gram.
I'm guessing there was a contentious play at the end of the game.
Okay.
Okay. All right. He's cracking, guys. Here we go.
Free State gets mad. That's what I'll say.
Free State gets mad?
Yes.
I think if you took it by comparison this year of Free State getting mad, you'd be absolutely wrong about that.
They hate us. I don't know
They
why.
don't
Is
hate
this?
us.
Are we allowed to cuss on this? Is this a fucking joke? You just hype. State gets fucking mad. Welcome to 20. They've been doing this shit for 10 years. That's wild.
I was gonna say, like, I thought Free State held their composure pretty well for Free State in a close game.
Good for
I was
them.
there watching, and I
This
thought
is
I was
wild.
like, it seemed like a pretty quiet game on Free State's side. I mean, for Free State, it seemed pretty calm.
Most of their games are calm that I know.
Agreed.
Every game. I've never heard them get angry by comparison.
I will say this: when they play the Tropics, they got a little more aggro angry. They have a little.
We've definitely seen aggro Free State.
Yeah. So.
All right. Cosgrove was right, so mark that in the books.
I don't know. Whatever.
I'm glad we got to discuss that. That made me feel really cathartic. Hobbs Park Game of the Week, 9:15 p.m. The Harpies go full Cessna and take down John Denver 7-5. That's not too early. It's not gross. It's factually accurate.
That was pretty bad.
It's on their logo.
Yeah.
It's on.
I don't get it.
He was flying a Cessna until he wasn't.
Oh God! Damn it, Sean.
So before we get to this, because this was, I think, the best game of the week in the last 2 years.
This was pretty good.
So we've got a lot to unload there.
Yep.
I'll tell you, there was a picture that Rick posted that really took me to a better place in life, seeing how much fun that Jazz House had running the scoreboard.
That was fun. I'd never done it before.
Damn it.
So it goes back to the reason I love baseball is because of my grandfather. And he got to tell me about how he got into the game was he used to, and keep in mind this was a very long time ago, Cougar, he would get to go to the games and they had a long sock that they would dip in chalk, and every time they scored, he'd slap up a run on the scoreboard. And I think that's really cool because nowadays they call those scorekeepers, but he was called a tallywhacker.
Thank you.
There was a long road for that one.
A long road for that one.
I'll let you unload it. So Going back, my favorite game of the week the last 2 years, Bryson, what'd you think of this game of the week between the Harpies and John Denver?
So, you know this because I messaged you. I watched this from my apartment because I had to work, unfortunately, after our game. First things first, I just want to say, bro, I was very worried about you when I turned on that broadcast because it sounded like you were in the middle of an F5 tornado and a fucking hurricane, dude.
Yeah,
It literally sounded like you had just teleported into a hurricane when you were talking.
The worst part was since I'm using my phone to broadcast it and record, I can't see the comments.
That makes sense.
Luckily, Ethan was watching as well and
Yeah.
showed up, and Katie came and got everything fixed out.
Yeah.
Sorry it took so long, but
No, it's good. I want to say I was pretty impressed. I have two comments. First things first, I actually find your comment about the game of the week thing very interesting, simply because everybody knows I love a good jab at our friends at Global Cafe. And it's very interesting you think that a JDE Harpies game was more entertaining than them getting shut out for 7 innings against KTC last year. But second comment was very impressive. No, that was actually the championship game. You guys got shut out for 7 innings in the regular season. But my comment is towards the Harpies. I love it. I honestly, I turned in, they were down 4-0, I think, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Four runs
I
on
apparently
the first
missed-
5 kickers.
Yeah,
in the
I
first
apparently
inning.
missed a shit show at the beginning, and I just want to say, I think last year I came up here and talked a little shit on Grant and his management of the team, and I don't think old Harpies would have came back. I normally would have been a little of an implosion, and seeing them get it together and one by one crack back. I think honestly, I think the fact that they didn't just get it all back at once is more impressive than getting it all back at once.
I think you need to go back and look at some of our score sheets because we're a pretty big comeback team.
Yeah. Oh no, I know you are.
I will say when it's
a
the
good
top
team.
maybe 3 teams, we struggle coming back. But if it's number 4 down, we've come back so many times, and we keep our shit together. We don't lose our heads, and we don't get angry.
And also a huge X factor is having Josh back. Having Josh make
that's
that
huge.
trip from Lindsberg every day.
Huge.
Dude, that
Yes.
man's a stud.
Oh yeah, no, amazing in the outfield.
I just want to know who was on aux because their dedication to playing the walk up songs was unparalleled. How do you have the the energy for doing that every inning? And also, I'm mad about how many times I had to hear Shania Twain.
Well, they should
It
have
wasn't
kept us
enough.
from kicking as many times as we kicked. So that was Hal. So
for better or for worse, like I said, this was one of my favorite matchups over the last 2 years. Not just because of the outcome. Cougar, we can dive into it a little bit, but this extends the Harpies winning streak a game of the week. I don't think they've lost since they lost to us 7 years
That
ago.
sounds right. Yeah, I think
So I think that they're 3.
Been a minute.
It's either 2 or 3 game of the weeks in a row that the
Yeah, that
guys
sounds
have
like
won.
it. It's at
So I
least
know
3.
it's at least 3.
yeah.
But for better or for worse, the injury to Will in the first,
That
seeing
was
that
so
immediately,
upsetting to see from the scoreboard.
giving up the 4 runs right after that. Ryan was the first to point out, how are they going to respond?
Yeah.
And immediately seeing before anyone went into the dugout, every single player was outside and waiting as soon as that half inning was over. And then you came out and put out 4 to immediately erase the deficit and start the game over fresh in the second. The tone was set from there, and it was, I thought at that point, your guys' game to lose, and you never looked back. So,
Yeah,
like I
after
said,
that
for better or
one-
for worse, that injury really showed who the Harpies were and put that stamp that you've been saying that coming and playing from behind's never been a problem. You came from behind in the first, big, set the tone and never let it go.
Yeah, after that one big, error that we had because Will
And I wouldn't even say that.
dislocated his shoulder.
You had to rip his appendage off his friggin' body to have an error. And to be fair, in the actual keepings of baseball or kicking, that would be constituted as a kick and not an error because he had to leave his feet and it hit his hands. If he would have stayed on his feet and it hit his hands and he dropped it, that's when it'd be an error.
Yeah.
So that would have been kicked as a grand slam.
And after that one, whatever.
There was not another single
we
drop
only
in the
allowed
game.
one run
Yep.
to score after that.
allowed one
Yeah.
run, but not another drop on any line drives or fly balls the rest of the game.
What's funny about that, in the middle
There
of
were
innings
3 diving
yeah.
catches to boot.
Yeah, it
so,
was.
Yeah, they weren't afraid. I was like, oh my God, boys.
What's funny that in the middle of the innings, like JD could not get on base. A lot of it, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
6 straight 1, 2, 3
1, 2,
innings.
3. It's amazing they just could not get on base. So there's something I want to say there, but go ahead, Jess. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Will, you looked super athletic going for that catch. It was incredible. So I hope he has a speedy recovery. But I also just want to shout out like Becca and Megan. I thought they had really good, especially defensive games. Megan had a really good over-the-shoulder catch, and then Becca, great base running and good plays. And then as far as diving catches go, T. Rich towards the end of the game, that was incredible. So yeah, really entertaining to watch. I thought Avery bunted twice and got on.
Yeah.
So
I was jazzed.
Yeah, it was entertaining for sure.
Shahir had a nice flying catch as well in the 6th inning, 7th inning.
Yeah.
So the old man there. You know what's funny there, but Stacy, is that you guys made this comeback in spite of arguably the worst game of Grant's probably ever, because he struck out. He had 2 bunts that went up to the pitcher, and the pitcher, JD, she's good, by the way, got Grant out, and then Grant allowed Avery to go from first to third after a catch and just spray the ball around. So
Oh yeah,
and
he totally knows he sucked that game.
Oh, he did. And then if you guys make that comeback in spite of basically Grant's arguably worst game ever, I mean that's amazing testament to, and of course the injury to Will, testament to Harpies in that game of the week.
Yeah, and Grant had to give it up that his brother was probably the MVP of the game, bringing in 3 runs. So
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
Max.
Max tore it up. I mean,
Max.
Elliot played very well as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
well,
I mean,
of course.
we had 2 people first game
of the week ever.
and
And facing uncertain adversity.
yes.
So
That's a lot of pressure.
Cougar, why did you go silent on comms after the 7th inning? We needed you at the scoreboard, and you stopped responding. You stopped talking to us on the walkie.
yeah,
When did I
you
stop
just
talking to you?
when you stopped responding on the walkie-talkie that you're given.
The only thing I stopped talking about it was when the runs
Like
came for
anything.
Harpies. No, on the Harpies. I made a mistake. Make sure I had 1 run score, 2 run score. That
Mark
was
it
my
in the
fault.
book.
That was
Fucking
my
Cougar
fault.
made a mistake.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Never
As
heard
far
that
as when
before.
the Harpies kept scoring, I should have said 1 more run score, 2 more, 3, 4. That was on me. But every time I made sure the Jazz House 1 out, 2 out, 3 outs change, and another run. I make sure.
Maybe your walkie died or something. I didn't hear anything after
I
the
make sure I told
7th.
every time.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't hear
did.
anything after the 7th. So.
Seriously?
We figured it out. Although it was hard to tell on that one that Avery kicked at home plate.
Yeah, the sliding kick.
The sliding kick.
Anyway, we have a few minutes
It's
left
okay.
for the rest.
Cougar doesn't want VAR because then it'd just prove him wrong every time.
Reese would go copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that
Imagine
right? I was like, why aren't you responding to it?
You went dark. We figured you were mad because we changed.
No, it has nothing to do with it. I found it after the
Yeah,
fact.
Cougar, he knew the sanctity of the game was all gone, so he just checked out.
By the way, real quickly about the game of the week, not to toot our own horns, but I challenge anyone with myself, Assistant Captain Matt, Seth, and Rex from Pre-State.
What kind of match? A Jello wrestling match?
No, reffing. I mean, we were on point. Even though it was a pro Harpies crowd,
Sean's
and when
face
Becca
right
got
now.
out in third, they all booed him. No, it was out.
It's 'cause
We
Avery
did
pushed
so
her off the
well
base.
as far as reffing that game. Props to Matt and
Somebody got pushed off the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Wait,
that?
when? Oh, God.
Who got pushed off base? When?
I went, but yeah, we're not going.
I didn't see that. So
Big thank you to Jazz House, 926 Mass Street.
I did not see that. I really didn't see that.
That doesn't surprise me that you didn't see it, Cougar.
Whatever.
So
There
we're
were a lot of
gonna.
close contentious calls.
Yeah.
It was a hard game to ref.
It was.
I mean, I know Jeff off of Woo's. He had some hot takes for Seth about Seth's referee game of the week. We'll just leave it alone. I was just, oh man, yeah.
Reffing game of the week sucks. So thanks everyone.
Yeah, it's never fun, but
Unless you're a cougar who weirdly
and then you
enjoys it.
just relish the fucking. He just soaks up your hatred. It nourishes him. Thank you to our Week 3 sponsor, Invictus Fitness Lawrence at 900 New Jersey Street, Suite B. Check them out online at invictusfitnesslawrence.com. We're going to blow through, unfortunately, we're not going to start by blowing through, but we're going to blow through these matchups here this next week because just like every other week, they're going to be amazing top to bottom. Starting our slate for YSC 1 at 5 p.m., one of our pick'em games this week. Asteroid Head at 3 X's.
Triple A Keys in Spanish.
Allegedly.
Huh? Triple A Keys. Triple A Keys. Yeah.
That's Spanglish. You can't say triple. That's not Espanol.
Triple A. Triple A is Spanish for triple.
Trace.
No, Triple A, which means triple.
No, your Triple A is a baseball division, Cougar. You're confused.
It's Triple X, and that's it.
In
3 X's.
Whatever,
That's it.
whatever.
Come on, man. Get it together.
Whatever.
So, pick'em game. Lauren, commish, do you want to
Triple
lead us
X,
off?
please win. Thanks.
Ooh.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Summer, Stacy, any
Summer,
hot take
Stacey?
on this one?
This is tough. Yeah, after this past week, I think Triple X will take this one.
Do they have enough people now? Do we know? Are they
Supposedly,
good?
according to Dave Shipley, the Triple X had their squad against them.
Okay,
Against 23rd Street. They did, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Full strength Triple X. I got Triple X.
I think they're going to be at full strength. I'm going to go ahead and go Triple X. I just changed my pick.
Well, guess what? I guess I'm the outlier. I'm going Asteroid Head. I don't know why, but I am.
I mean, they can win any game.
We still have one more pick, Mr. Pendry.
Oh, no, yeah.
Come on, Pendry.
Ryan, what are you going? Triple X?
He's throwing
He's
up
throwing up
by the
gang
way,
signs.
I'm
He's
sorry.
throwing up the X's.
Hey, Sean, can I go back real quick? So about the pick. Sorry. Well, week 3.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
let's go
All
through the standings.
Ben went 2-1. Guest 1-2 and 1-2. Sean went 1-2. I went 2-1. So Ben's 6-3. Guest 1's 5-4. Guest 2 is 3-6. Sean, you're in the lead. You're now tied in the lead 6-3. I'm 4-5. So
But I've got that tiebreaker right with the half point.
Tiebreaker, but I got 1 point.
Yeah,
I got 1 point.
We
You
don't
got half
forget
point,
them
I got full
tiebreakers,
point.
baby.
You got half point. I got full point.
Well, it don't matter. Oh, do you have 6-3 as well?
I'm 4-5.
Oh, so you don't play. We're only worried
Wait
about
till
the
I come
half
back.
point, baby.
Wait till I do the Harpies comeback. Wait for it.
YSC 1 at 7 p.m. Ringers at late fees. Definitely give that a shot, a shout, and a view. That'll be a fun game, I think, all around.
Ringers.
Yeah. Go Ringers. Yeah, my old.
go, Brooks.
Go Brooks. My old teammate.
So
Go get him. Go get him, Brooks.
YSC 2 at 5 p.m. One of my must-watches of the week. I know I'm going to be there. Harpies at Love Garden.
Rematch for week 1 last year. Is that
Yes.
correct,
That is
Stacey?
correct.
Yeah.
Riding that high off the win at the game of the week, I think this is going to be a really hotly contested game.
Yeah.
We're going to see what the Harpies are all made of because this is going to be their biggest test of the year.
Yeah.
YSC.
Oh, wait a minute. Just side note. If we lose, we were missing people.
Get that in now. It's on the books. Tyler won't be there? Oh,
Will be there.
Tyler will be there.
Will be there.
And yes, you do have to sell tickets at Game of the Week. Thank you.
Who did Ben pick on that last one?
Oh, Triple X.
He picked Triple X, okay.
Yes, he did. So I'm the only one with Asteroid Head. So come on, Clint. Come on, Pat.
Why? So here's some breaking news. After some NIL negotiations, at YSC 2 at 7 p.m., the unofficial backup secondary game of the week being filmed for the secondary broadcast pleasure on Monday. Rockets at Poshwash.
Round 2 of the Sean Wars. Wilson versus Meredith.
Well, I like this Sean.
You like this Sean?
Yeah, I like all the Seans that can't spell. I mean, I don't. I ideally.
Even Jolly?
Even so, here's my outlook. It's not their fault. It's their parents' fault.
No, you're blaming Donnelly.
Their parents
no, you're
picked
blaming
their
Donnelly.
name and
no,
they
you're
don't know
blaming
how to
Donnelly.
spell.
No, you're blaming Donnelly.
But we're all adults, and you can legally change your name at any time to finally be right. So,
Oh my god.
just putting that out there. YSC 3 at 5 p.m. Rick's Rollers at the Soda Jerks. That's going to be another
That's
good
gonna be
game.
an interesting game. Yeah. Rick's Rollers off that big win over Woost. You know, missing players supposedly, but that's their fault. So I know that Mr. Moore may have it ready. Mr. Davis.
Want to get a good chuckle? Watch those videos. One of the first videos about reffing you will ever see is about not yelling foul if you're playing in the field. I mean, I'm not bringing that up because the Woost was mentioned or anything. Just don't do that.
I am going to try to record this game upcoming Sunday, so I will be posting that.
You
it might
better.
take me a while. It's my first one, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
It always hurts the first time. Be prepared to be let down. YSC 3 at 7 p.m. The Dumbbells at Arbar.
Oh boy, for dumbbells. Lauren, your sponsor team. Will they? Won't they?
How many people are they going to have?
Of course, I'm backing my dumbbells, Invictus Fitness. The
Pump 'em up,
sponsor.
Lauren.
Yeah.
I've got my sister team R-Bar on this.
I know. They deliciously feed the league, so it's really hard to not.
My mouth is still tingling from that face melter wing from 2 weeks ago. Still.
YSC 4 at 5 p.m. Our second pick'em of the week.
Yep.
Lawrence Shirt Factory at John Denver.
Now, if you remember 2 years ago, the John Denver Experience franchise finally got their first ever win over Shirt Factory. Finally. So now, 2 years later, here they are. Now a pick'em game. So, yeah.
Is this a hate fuck of the week?
You think it'd be a hate fuck week? You think so?
I don't know. Someone needs to think of the Ben things when Ben's not here.
Yeah, that is true.
No,
I mean, Post
Shirt
House.
Factory coming off of an impressive win. JDE coming off a tough loss.
I don't think it'll be a hate fuck, but I think this is going to be a pretty intense game on both sides.
What's funny?
I think it'll be loud.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's funny, 2 years ago when JD finally got their first win over Shirt Factory, it wasn't even close. They won by 11.
Sorry, Sacred Sword and Scoonies, that you have to ref this game.
I'm going to come watch and heckle Sean. Oh my God, you better not mess up.
Mr. Donnelly.
Wrong boy.
The friend of me. Mr. Donnelly.
This is a pick'em?
Oh, this is a pick'em.
It is a pick'em, yes.
Is this
Who wants to start?
Not the spread game.
Not a spread game, no.
Donnelly may get spread open.
Are they in our board rankings? Are they right next to each other? These two?
Shirt Factory and John. Yes, they were. There was one.
Yeah. Or I think we're between them.
Yes,
we might
were
be
the
between
spacing.
them.
Okay, so this is a really important game for rankings. I mean, a lot of these are, but man, I'm gonna go with John Denver.
I was going to say, after playing both of these teams, I would go John Denver as well.
I just think they're gonna want it bad.
I'm last. Ryan?
Oh, yeah. I was just, I don't really have to think about it. I think JD wins by more than 5 runs, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I would never go into, because there's too many variables when it comes to John Denver. We're never going to hate fuck territory, but this might be the one where you're starting to open your mouth again for Shirt Factory, and John Denver just slaps that thing away from your face.
Well, I guess I'm out loud again. I don't know why.
Don't do it.
Are you gonna call it?
Yep, Shirt Factory. I'm doing it. Shirt Factory. I gotta make my comeback. Shirt Factory. I don't know why. Just like Asteroid, I don't know why. But I'm doing it.
Fair enough.
It's probably stupid as fuck, but I'm doing it.
YSC 4 at 7 p.m. Beware of the bunt. Sacred Sword at the Scoonies.
Oh boy.
I won't say shutout. Nowhere near it.
No, I don't think it'll be shut
This
out. No.
could get ugly.
Yeah.
I think this could be enough already.
Scoonies is moving some people around. I believe they have a new catcher. My coworker at Invictus Fitness, Aaron Lewis, is stepping up, I think, as their catcher. So I'll give him a tip that he should be ready. Also, he can't spell, or his parents can't spell.
Damn parents.
A-E-Ron. He's an A-E-Ron.
Oh, that's right. A.E. Ron, that's right. Yeah.
YSC 5 at 5 p.m. 23rd Street Screamers at the Bald Beavers.
Oh, boy.
Not a pick'em. Should be
pick'em.
a decent game. I don't expect 23rd Street to have much problem there.
No.
Yeah.
YSC 5 at 7 p.m. Will the Streak and Kansas Tree Care at Red Lion. Spoiler alert, no.
No. Go to 33.
It's a 7 p.m. game. I'm not picking Red Lion.
No.
YSC 6 at 5 p.m. Johnny's at Post House.
I love this. I think that did y'all play last year?
Yeah, week 1.
Okay. After
week 1.
Johnny's forfeited against Post House, in 2021 or something? Cringe.
Yeah, they pulled the soda jerks.
I got Post House. I guess I don't have to pick here, but I want to.
I mean, it's not a pick'em
for personal reasons.
But while Bryson's standing there, I'm just going to say that Ryan had said Johnny's good. I'm just going to say Johnny's run. Because Post House is going to be very angry this week, and I expect 20-plus runs to be put up.
Well, I'll say that the final score week 1 between those two was 21-13 Post House with the win. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Bryson?
it's a good take. My response, if I was you, Sean, would have been Post House better. But no, I'm high on Johnny's, and I'm not even afraid to come up here and say, like Simon said, he was going to put the team away last year at the end of the year, and I actually hit up Michael Linton about like me and Marcus coming through. I mean, I think that team's really good and really talented. I think it's super unfair that play us on a small field though, because I think we would beat KTC on a small. Like I don't think anyone can touch us on a small field. Just
All of those fields are fucking small.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Go to Invictus Fitness and do some squats. Do better. Do better at life.
Yep.
Yeah, YSC 6 at 7, just missing the cut on one of our pick'ems. Corksuckers at Young Spine. Go give this game a watch. It's going to be a really good one.
Yeah. See how Bine does? I guess that winner of Ball Beavers, but now Corksucker should be fine.
Yeah. Our last pick'em of the week before we speed through these last ones. YSC 7 at 5 p.m. This is our spread'em game. Bunt and grind at Sod Squad. Mulling down your competition, Sod Squad.
Yep.
So let's start with Mr. Pendry.
By how many runs, Ryan?
Yeah, we need a spread.
Sod Squad by how many?
Sod Squad by 4.5.
You can't say 4.5, Ryan.
4, 5.
Thank you.
4.
5's been taken. Thank you.
I don't know who's on Bunt and Grind this year. They're coming off a nice win.
Really impressive
What
win.
say you, Kamish?
Sod Squad off a win also.
By how many?
Gosh, for no real good reason, I'm going to go Bunt and Grind by 3.
B&G by 3. Wow, okay.
Wow. Oh, and this is Kristen's old team.
Yeah, versus
Yep, it's the
Kristen's
Kristen Coin
new
System
team.
Bowl. Yep.
Ooh, this is this
KCS
deserves
Bowl.
like a market
KCS Bowl. Yep.
Battle of the
Yep.
X's
Yep.
post.
Damn.
The KCS Bowl. Yep.
Although I pick Kristen to win, I think coming off of that really impressive win for Bunt and Grind, I think they might take it by 2.
B&G by 2. Alrighty.
I'll go next, just because I know what one of the last picks is. Just seeing, especially the way Sod Squad played against the Ghosts, I think they're going to be real tough to beat in this game. I'm going to go Sod Squad plus 3.
3. I got Sod Squad by 2.
So I'm the only one that picked butt and grind?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did too.
Those two.
Yeah, you
those
two did.
buttons are-
Ben did pick Sod
Sod
Squad.
Squad by
So
2.
yeah.
Yep.
I haven't got to see either of these two teams play, but
We played against Sod Squad week 2. We did.
So-
Our team did, yeah. 7 says Bryson. 7.
YSC 7. Then at 7 p.m., Empire at the Ghost. Go check out Katie Keating's amazing coaching skills as noted in our notes.
We all
And
know
check
Katie's
out
gonna do-
Empire
Yeah.
fighting and vying for their first win.
Yep.
YSC 8 at 5 p.m., another great matchup. Red Legs at Free State.
I'm surprised it was a pick'em game. I suggested it, but all right.
I don't think so. I think both teams coming off of losses.
Tough losses, yeah.
Tough losses.
Yep.
It
And last year
can't be a pick'em.
Yeah, and last year Red Legs won by 1, like 4-3 with the
Yeah.
final score. Very low scoring.
Yeah.
So
YSC 8 at 7 p.m. The Global Cafe Green Chilies at the Honey Badgers. That might be a lit game, as the
Yeah, I
children
agree.
say.
Yeah,
For real, for real.
Yep.
On gang.
Also on
Gang.
on a smaller field.
Oh, on a smaller field, yeah.
On 8, yeah.
We'll see how those
8.
legs come into play.
Yep.
The lead-in at 7 p.m. Hobbs Park Jazz House at the Woost, the Battle of Mass Street.
So does this mean I don't have to come out to YSC?
yes. Well, unless you want to.
Nah,
Only if you want to.
if you want to, you can come slum it with us regular folk. And the game of the week. I know we're going to have some insight on this
God.
one. It's not a pick'em.
God.
It's not a spread.
No.
But the D-holes who an anonymous message, definitely not from Ben, said that claimed that the D-holes cheated this week and that KBC is going to take home the win at Game of the
Stop.
Week because the D-holes are going to be on a much broader scope.
Benjamin.
It cannot cheat at Game of the
Benjamin,
Week.
Stop it, Ben. Stop it,
That
Ben.
wasn't from Ben. Not at all.
Yeah, okay, sure, Ben.
Alex, do you have any
Alex.
insights to this game?
Hello, Alex.
It's
If you
gonna
don't
be a
get
lot
caught,
of
it's
fun.
not cheating, right?
Sure. We'll go with what Ben said.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a Game of the Week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we played in the preseason tournament, and we did very well playing 5-5 against KBC.
It was a walk-off.
And they had a walk-off. And honestly, that game, like, I know it's preseason. You know, you can say whatever you want, but that game was decided by inches. Like, literally just a high throw and then a miss at third base.
Yep.
And then, you know, a big kick to the outfield.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
Is this
we're going to have our whole
Tropic's
ass team.
First game of the week as a franchise?
Oh, it
It is. First game of the week as a KBC Tropics franchise rebrand. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And how many have the D holes had?
Since I've been on D-holes, 5.
5.
So it'll be, yeah, you guys are going to have a lot of fun under the lights.
Ooh. So what's the D-holes prediction on this side? If we had to go with a line, a spread.
Oh no.
The prediction is pain.
The spread is inches of pain. That sounds like his sex tape.
Yes, inches of pain.
Inches of pain. Jesus.
I don't. We haven't. I mean, obviously, we played them in preseason, but we haven't played them full strength. Our full strength versus their full strength, and you know, I've got obviously a little bit of video footage from week 1 to look at. So I've got at least a little insight into their team.
True.
And I mean, you know, we've had same team for a couple years now, and there's not a lot that changes on us. We're very, very sound. I know you guys come off of beating Free State. It took them 7 years before Seth got that monkey off his back.
But you're coming off a big win, too.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say that, but
I will.
but yeah, it'll be. We like to fancy ourselves as the gatekeepers to the top 10. If you can beat us, you deserve to play everybody above us.
Agreed.
So
100% agreed.
Looking forward to this. This is going to be another really, really fun game of the week.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it's the other one that he said, where it's 12 people left on base, and it's really fun for us. But he's just going to be fucking fuming, and by him, I mean Cougar. Cougar's just yelling at his team.
Yeah. First of all, are you talking about me yelling?
Yes.
No, first of all, my days are yelling as I yell at them. No, I'm sponsor. The stress goes to the Pendries, Matt and Ryan, to yell at the team. Not me, no. Honestly, the stress is gone as the sponsor is retired. I'm good. Seriously.
He only yells good things.
Yeah.
I was in the
Like
stands on Sunday.
Yeah.
I heard some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I was going to say that there's a reason why I was out there early to watch, scout the Red Lion D-Holes game, because, I'm legitimately worried. I try to study as much as possible, where y'all on the field, where y'all kick, and so forth, because, I'm legitimately worried, and try to help out Ryan and Matt and scouting there to prepare against their D-Holes. So, it should be fun. Me personally, it's fun for me because I'm facing as two fellow Blue Valley North graduates, wife Megan, class 2000, Mike Hathaway, 2004, same as my sister. So, go Mustangs.
Yeah. Also, playing against the D-holes is always fun.
Yeah. We try not to be assholes.
No, great. So,
all right,
Karaoke.
Yo, Sean, I want some money on this. Me and you right now. I got KBC Tropics first 5, but D-Holes win the game. Take it. $20.
I don't bet. Don't look at me.
I'll take it.
No,
$20.
I don't bet. I'm not betting.
Don't let me down, son.
All right. Hey, Alex.
Jesus.
Hi.
So I know, the charity tournament, definitely not full strength, so I take that win with, a huge grain of salt. D-Holes are going to bring it.
It's already been brought.
One thing I'll say is
Broughton's not a word.
we
I
will...
know.
that's
Clearly
actually
have
another team
not
movie.
seen
Not another team movie.
Bring
Okay,
it on.
math
It's already
teacher.
been rotten. Not another team movie. Yeah.
That would be grammar.
But, any team can bring it. We roll with the punches, and we bring out the boxing gloves, and we punch back. So, you guys have been there before, for sure, and I just, I think the biggest thing for my team, and I know, some players, we were at the game of the week last week, because obviously we had the game right before, and I just am I think our biggest kryptonite for this game too, aside from your guys' obviously talent, you guys have been there before, is I just really hope we don't get flustered by the everybody in the stands, everybody coming from our side, all our friends, everybody coming to watch
No
us.
pressure at all.
No, never pressure. And we're gonna make Cougar proud, whether we win or lose.
Oh yeah, you will.
Really?
You
Are you
will.
sure about
no,
that?
No, they will. No, Stacey, they will. They will.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
find
They will,
out
honestly.
at the week
No, they
after at the
honestly will. They
podcast.
honestly will. They
You're
honestly
going to
will. They'll
give
be fine.
Cougar more grace.
Oh, Piper, I hope you do well.
All I know is no matter what, we are gonna have a lot of fun playing a team like the E-Holes, and we're gonna learn a lot. And I just have nothing but mad respect for the whole team of the D-Holes. So I really have nothing to say on this game because I don't know how it's going to go. I'm never going to bet against my team.
Okay. No,
but
never, ever.
it can go either way.
All right.
I do appreciate your outlook on that when you say that you're going to make Cougar proud one way or another. That's an absolutely perfect statement to have for your
Gosh
team.
damn it! That damn
And that's
run.
absolutely the way you should feel one way or another about your team.
That damn run.
So yeah, definitely come check out that game of the week next Sunday. Cougar, while you ramp up our outro music, I just want to take a moment to... This last week I've had no less than 4 discussions about this, especially since it is extremely prevalent and present now during Pride Month, and it's a time that we talk about equality. I want to take this last minute to talk about how absolutely fucking unfair it is that Indigo gets no fucking run when we talk about the rainbow. When you look at all the ad marketing schemes, it's 6 colors. Can someone tell me how many colors are in the rainbow? Spoiler alert, Roy G. Biv. Put some fucking respect on Indigo's name. I've had enough of it.
I agree.
Violet gets all the shine, and then we default to purple.
Yep.
Indigo,
no love.
You would have no fucking amazing magic days that are capped by seeing a rainbow without the color indigo. So put some goddamn respect on Indigo's name. That's all I've got for you. I'm sick of it. 7 colors. Get it in the marketing. Get it on the flags. Get it out.
Indigo Girls.
Indigo Girls
for life.
vastly
Indigo Girls for life.
underrated and needs its shine. 2023 is the years of Indigo.
Yep.
Thank you, Invictus, for sponsoring the podcast.
That was your
Thanks, Angela. Best personal trainer in Lawrence. Go vote for her.
Colors, right.
Vote for Best of Lawrence online.
Oh yes, there is a KVKL thing.
There is a
can't remember-
KVKL.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. There's a KVKL.
It's
a
under
spring tournament.
Yes.
Was on there. Like
it's
an
under
event,
like Charitas events,
Community
I believe.
events.
Community events. So
KVKL
get on there.
Spring tournament.
Let's-
Yeah. I voted for it yesterday.
I'll
Get
pack-
on and vote.
I will. I'll get on and post the link for that later tonight. But don't also forget to visit and vote for all of our amazing sponsors of all the teams throughout the league.
I'm sure Lady
you can
Bird's
vote
on there.
repeatedly.
Red Lion is on there.
Everybody. There's
Bartenders.
so many people. So many
Probably
people.
Arbar.
Vote for everybody.
Best wings.
Kamish, do you have anything to add while we're on our way out?
No, I'm
No,
good.
not at all. Ryan, off the record, I think he said that he was picking his team to win by 14 next week.
That is not true. That is not
You're right,
true.
it's not true. But
Erroneous.
you want some bulletin board material, son? I'm going to give you some bulletin board material. On the way out, one last thing. Don't be like Everton. Don't claw by to be the barely
here we
got
go
buys.
with Everton.
Go out and make a statement
Oh
against the
my
D
gosh.
holes, or don't do anything at all and just curl up and go back to your hole like they do on the other side of Liverpool.
Oh, here we go.
Do or do
Everton.
not. There is no try. It's your time to shine.
I knew it
There's
was
your
coming.
bulletin board
I knew
material.
that was fucking
Can we
going
not
Everton.
nominate KVKL for best charity league
You
in the
can, but
city?
you have to go. Somebody has to go in and do it.
We should do that next year.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just had to go with
We
Everton.
are the best charity league in this
late now,
goddamn
but-
city.
Sean, you had to go to Everton. You just had to go, did you?
I always go
Merseyside
with the
Derby.
low-hanging fruit.
Oh, Jesus.
Cougar, hit the music. Let's get out of here. Thank you all. Especially thank you to Invictus Fitness Lawrence. And as always, Rick and the Jazz House right here at 926 Mass Street.